Bienvenue, welcome. If you're here already, you probably already know from experience that Saint-Esprit is a diverse family of faith, united by its love for the French language and the spiritual values of tolerance, freedom, and liberty. As a family, or as a community, we encourage and support anybody who's interested in learning and participating in our community by taking an opportunity to offer their services and volunteer. And this is especially important now as we begin to gather together in person in bigger numbers. We all have different abilities, knowledge, or tastes. Some of us find it stimulating to serve food during our parties or decorate our church for Christmas and Easter, while others enjoy the meditative aspect of setting up the altar for communion. It's because there are so many volunteer opportunities to experience and show how you belong in our community that we decided to make this video. Many times, someone will approach us and ask how they can help. Now, the most important thing is that we'd like you to do what makes you feel that you belong. And we'll always make sure that we'll provide you with training and direction if need be. So don't be scared to try your hand at anything. So without further ado, we're going to present the many tasks that make our community a thriving family of faith and how we can all bring life to our church services, to our parties, and to our various missions. Firstly, while they look like everything gets done by divine intervention, our church services require a lot of preparation. Think of the flowers, for example. They don't magically appear around the altar, although sometimes I wish they did. This task is well suited for anybody who has a creative side or an artistic eye. We also need members of the altar guild to set up the altar for communion. Other volunteers include reading during our services, being a greeter or an usher. And if you feel like you're up to it and you understand a bit about how computers work, sometimes I don't, I have to say, you can also volunteer to help with the live stream with Fred. Then, of course, many of you are familiar with our parish receptions. Here again, they don't magically spring up for everybody to enjoy. They do require a lot of help. But I'm going to let Kimanu, a member of our vestry, explain to you how you can participate in those events.
Hi. So, our parish receptions attract a lot of people, and we're always looking for help. First, we usually prepare the major part of our food for the reception the Saturday afternoon before the celebration. This is perfect for someone who likes to cook or even wants to learn more about cooking. For a more manual task, we also need people to help set up the tables and decorations in the garden or in the parish room, depending on the weather. Because most of us are in the French classes before the Sunday service, and Fred is busy with the live stream during the service, we are always in need of great hands to do these tasks either around 10 a.m. for the first setup and decoration, or during the service for the setup of food items and drinks. After that, we will always need people to serve the food. While we would love for everyone to be able to just serve themselves, having someone greeting and serving the food to our guests is not only a great way to make us feel connected, but also a way to make sure things move along quickly. I'm sure, just like me, you don't enjoy waiting in line forever. And of course, as much as we need help to set up for our reception, we also need help cleaning up and making sure everything goes back where it needs to. This means making sure that all trash is taken down to the basement, folding the tables back, and taking them back into storage. Another way to volunteer is if you're more interested in our French class program. I'll let Fred explain that now.
Hi, yes. Another way to volunteer if you're more interested in our French class program is to be a sort of teacher assistant. This does not involve any required knowledge in the French language. If you've attended the classes, you've probably noticed that we use boards or other materials like photocopies, etc. Well, as we are all multitasking on Sundays, we would always appreciate the help of someone who could either take care of taking down the whiteboard, markers and eraser, or taking them back up after the last class. Or simply picking up photocopies for the teachers who use them and distributing them to the class. And there's one more way you can volunteer at Saint-Esprit. And I let Nigel come back to tell you about it.
Hi again. Yes, last but not least, we always need help with our mission programs. As you may know, some of our vestry members and volunteers communicate and go to visit refugees in the detention centre in Elizabethtown in New Jersey. They especially need Spanish speakers at the moment to direct them or help them with their legal matters when they arrive in New York City. But you could also simply be a pen pal for them, a first contact in this new country. Saint-Esprit also has many mission partners all around the world, and it would be a great help to have volunteers reach out to them in French or in English to see how they're doing, or simply to say hello. So, if any of the volunteer opportunities or any other ideas you might have to help participate in the life of our family, please fill in the form in the description right under the video, and we'll make sure to contact you and train you if you would like it. We're so grateful for your involvement, and we thank you so much for watching this video until the end. One very final way you can volunteer that would greatly help us would be to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button below this video. Doesn't sound like much, but it actually helps a lot. Again, thank you so much for your interest and the time you spent watching this video. And until the next one, bye-bye for now.